Right, today we're going to be covering the exterior angle theorem, which just states that the exterior angle is formed when you add the two remote interior angles. So we talked about this when we did our definitions. If you're sitting on the couch and you're flipping through the TV with the remote, you're not touching the remote, you're far away from it. So the two remote interior angles, they're interior because they're inside that triangle, and they're remote because they're way away from this exterior angle here. These two are your remote interior. And this one way out here is your exterior angle. So the sum of A plus B will give you D way out here. So let's try that down here with example 1. So you had angle A, which was 5y plus 3, plus angle B, which is 4y plus 8, should be equal to the exterior angle of 146. I'm going to set up and solve our equation. We'll start by combining our like terms, so 5y plus 4y is 9y, 3 plus 8 is 11, and all of that should still be equal to 146. All I've done is combine my like terms. I haven't moved anything across my equal sign yet. I'm going to start by subtracting 11 from both sides. And I end up with 9y equals 146. Divide by 9 on both sides. 135. Divide by 9 on both sides, and you should end up with y equals 15. Now that's not an angle measurement, it's just what you could plug into both of these equations. I haven't asked you to do that in the notes, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. We're going to find the measure of angle A and the measure of angle B. To do that, you're going to plug in 15 in both of those places, anywhere that you see a y. So for the measure of angle A, you're going to say 5 times 15 plus 3. Handy dandy calculator. 5 times 15 is 75 plus 3. So the measure of angle A is 78. You'll do the same thing to solve for the measure of angle B. Plug in a 15 anywhere that you see a y. 4 times 15 is 60, plus 8 is 68. Now if we needed to, even without knowing that this was a supplementary relationship here, we could find that missing angle because we have 180 degrees in every triangle. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for example 2. So you have angle U, which is 60, plus your other remote interior angle, which should be angle V, there's not even an F on there, is 7x plus 5, is equal to that exterior angle. So in this case, it's 20x. This one's a little bit different because we have variables on both sides, and it's been a while since we've done this. Start by combining your like terms on the same side. So these constants that don't have variables, we'll start with that. 60 plus 5 is 65, plus 7x is equal to 20x. And whenever we did these before, I know it's been before Christmas, I told you the trick. If you move the variable with the smaller coefficient, it keeps your coefficients positive. So in this case, we're going to move away the 7x by subtracting 7x from both sides. It's still combining like terms. It's just moving across that equal sign, so we have to use the opposite operation. Now we'll divide by 13 on both sides. And 5 is equal to x, or x equals 5. Once again, in the notes, I didn't ask you to solve for any missing angles, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you to solve for the measure of angle T, which is this exterior angle, and the measure of angle V, and write those in. Oh my gosh, that's not x, it's 5. Alright, so to solve for the measure of angle T, you're going to plug in a 5 anywhere that you see the x, so the measure of angle T has to be 100 degrees. Same thing here, we're going to plug in a 5 anywhere we see an x, so 7 times 5 is 35, plus 5 more is 40 degrees. Alright, for the check down here on the bottom, it looks a little bit different because we've turned things around a little bit. Your exterior angle is up top now, it's the 144, but it's still equal to these two remote interior angles here. It's not enough just to solve for x, you will have to find x first, but then you need to plug back in to solve for angle V, which is down here on the bottom, or for 7x. Good luck!